So the kids are out of the house, perhaps off to college or starting their working career. And after 18 to 25 years, you finally made it. You're finally an empty nester. So now you might be wondering, well, what's next for us? If moving is on your horizon, then this video is for you. So if you're thinking about relocating to Greenville, South Carolina as an empty nester, in this video, we are going to cover the Empty Nester's Guide to Greenville. And be sure to stick around until the end, where I mention some specific areas and developments that you should carefully consider before making your move to Greenville. Let's do it. As always, friends, my name is Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the upstate of South Carolina. And it's our goal with this YouTube channel that we are your #1 resource for all the things that you need to know about moving to Greenville. If you find this information helpful, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment in the comments. We would love to meet you there in the comments. And if you're thinking about moving to our area in the next 10 days to 4 months, reach out to me directly. At the end of the video, I will leave my contact information for you to do just that. So like I was saying in the beginning of the video, congratulations, you finally made it. Now, as you start this next phase of life, you got to think about a lot of things. What national parks are we going to go visit? What countries are we going to go visit? How much time are we going to spend with the in-laws? And if you're thinking about moving, and if you haven't thought about moving to Greenville, South Carolina, you definitely should. So in this video, we'll cover all the things that you need to know about that move. So first things first, why should you consider Greenville as a place to relocate to as an empty nester? Well, if you don't already know, Greenville, South Carolina used to be, in the late, mid, and early 20th century, the textile capital of the world. And as the century progressed and textiles started moving overseas, a lot of the mills here shut down, and so did the life of Greenville. Once new leadership came in to the city council and the county council, they really got together and put together an initiative to bring in corporations like Michelin USA, as well as BMW USA. And currently, Michelin USA's headquarters and BMW USA's headquarters are located right here in Greenville and Spartanburg County. And with the job force in Greenville on the uptick, the county council and city council realized that they needed to make Greenville much more attractive to attract more businesses and more residents. So what they did is they took Main Street, which is the famous Main Street of Greenville, South Carolina today, which used to be a 4-lane road, chopped off the outer lanes, made those parking spaces, and then that catalyzed a lot of businesses to come downtown Greenville. So in the early 90s, downtown Greenville really was not a desirable place whatsoever, and now it's been named one of the best main streets in all of the country. So places like the Poinsett Hotel, which is world famous and one of the South's best hotels, used to be a squatter house, and now it is what it is today. And currently we have the County Square redevelopment and projects such as Camperdown, which was recently finished, changing the face of Greenville and attracting many, many more residents than we previously had. So next, let's talk about lifestyle here in Greenville. And as an empty nester, you're still relatively young, you still are possibly working, and definitely are still active. And I feel like a life here in Greenville promotes a healthy lifestyle. So when you move here to Greenville, you'll likely want access to the famous Swamp Rabbit Trail, Conisty Nature Preserve, other parks throughout the county, possibly the Blue Ridge Mountains on the northern part of the county, possibly Lake Robinson, or access to Lake Hartwell or Lake Keowee, which is west of Greenville. So we've talked a lot about the Swamp Rabbit Trail in our videos thus far, and I've recently mentioned that the Swamp Rabbit Trail runs from Traveler's Rest down to Conisty Nature Preserve, but there are current extensions for the Swamp Rabbit Trail, most notably one that is going to run along Lawrence Road past the downtown airport, past Verde Boulevard to the Clemson iCar program. So communities like Malden or Five Forks or Greenville, Lawrence Road area, Verde Boulevard, Woodruff Road area, those areas are all going to have access to this newer Swamp Rabbit Trail extension. And outside of work and outside of activities, if you want to get involved in clubs or organizations, there's plenty of those to join. One would be Thornblade Club in Greer. Another would be Holly Tree Country Club in Malden. There's Greenville Country Club in downtown Greenville. There's also social clubs like the Poinsett Club or the Commerce/City Club in downtown Greenville as well. So if you'll still be working and you'll be traveling a lot, you'll definitely want quick access to GSP, which is the #1 small international airport in the entire country. So GSP is in between Greenville and Spartanburg along the 85 corridor. So places like Roper Mountain Road or Five Forks or Greer or maybe Taylor's or Powdersville, those would be great places to check for housing in. I have several clients right now who are looking to relocate to Greenville, and they are carefully considering where they are going to invest their money in. And they should, right? Because their next home is likely going to be a big wealth builder for them moving into the future. So where they put that money is very important. In the upstate of South Carolina, practically every town that we have here is growing. Because of Greenville, because of Lake Hartwell and Keowee, because of Spartanburg and all of the industry that it's bringing in, and all of the other businesses that are moving here. So in looking at all of these different towns, I think it's important just to ask yourself what you want to be convenient to. How far away from the grocery store do you want to be? Which grocery store do you go to? How far away from, say, the Swamp Rabbit Trail do you want to be? How far from downtown Greenville do you want to be? How far of a commute to the airport do you need? Do you need to be close to the interstate? Do you need to be close to Lake Keowee or Lake Hartwell? There's a lot of things to think about when you're finding your next home and next place of residence in the town that you're going to live in. So it's important to reach out to me directly to discuss these things before you commit to making a purchase. So we will talk about different towns, different driving forces for each economy, different drawbacks about each area. It's certainly important to have that conversation with me before you come and visit Greenville, and especially before you buy a house. Several of my empty nester clients consider several different places. A few communities recently that my empty nester clients have considered are Hartness, which is convenient to Five Forks, the interstate, and GSP. Augusta Road, which is downtown North Main, which is downtown the Settlement and Simpsonville, Powdersville, Five Forks, and Malden. And interestingly enough, Dale Webb, which is a popular developer who builds 55 plus communities across the country, just broke ground on their very first development here in southern Greenville County. So last but not least, let's mention the weather. So if you're an empty nester who lives in the Midwest or the Northeast, or maybe even Florida, and you can't bear another winter or a summer in the place that you're living, come to Greenville. We have very moderate weather. So it's February right now. Today is 60 degrees and sunny. In the summer times, we'll average about 90 to 94 degrees throughout the day. In the winter times, we'll average anywhere from 45 to 55 degrees on any given winter day. So you get the luxury of being able to be outside all year round. If you're a golfer, you get to golf all year round. If you're a tennis player, you get to play tennis all year round. If you're a person who enjoys hiking or just being outside all year long, you get to do that here in Greenville. So I hope this information was helpful for all of my empty nesters out there. And again, if you're an empty nester and you're wondering what your next move is going to be, definitely check out more of our videos on our YouTube channel and check out and explore and do some more research about Greenville. Greenville's a wonderful place, especially for an active adult who is looking for their next phase in life. As always, my name is Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate. If you found this information helpful, please reach out to me at my cell phone number below or email me at my email below. I would love to chat with you about what Greenville could do for you and your family. Thanks so much. Well, this video is going to be about Greenville County, the upstate of South Carolina. Great thing to do and easily in the evening. I'm a local real estate expert here in the area. Full time, we're right behind me is a really cool place called Frank.